Hey everybody, this is going to be a bit of an update to my last video regarding streaming. So this is going to be what I've learned after 2 weeks of streaming on Twitch. So I've streamed 5 times in total. My last video covered the first 2, so I think I'll go over the next 3 that I did. I did one on Sunday, on Tuesday, and on Thursday because I did set myself to a schedule of Tuesday and Thursday, but I also included an additional one on Sunday just because I wanted to. That one was fun, and basically what I've learned is to not get my hopes up. This video is going to be more about the mental aspects of it rather than the technical aspects that I've improved on. My stream on Sunday did do pretty good. There's somebody who has enjoyed my content and he shows up to a lot of the streams. He's really cool. I appreciate him a lot. He talks in chat a lot. He really helps me like come up with stuff to say, and so that I actually have interesting things to talk about. I can say funny stuff and get a clip out of it, you know? An issue I've been having is like the motivation. It's very difficult to want to do it if you're expecting to get 2 viewers. It makes sense that you're only going to get 2 viewers, but it also just a little sad to have to accept that. My stream on Tuesday really exemplified that. That was like when I learned the hard lesson of you can't really expect a lot, because I decided to stream Fallout New Vegas on Tuesday and nobody showed up. I mean, the guy I mentioned previously, he was there and he talked for a bit, but then he left. It did not go well at all. I streamed for 40 minutes and then I cut it off just because I was so disappointed, you know, and I felt like if I'm going to be low energy and if it's going to suck anyways, I might as well not even try. But then I realized that that's probably not the best move. So then I guess I took like a 15-minute break and then I went back to it and I hopped back on. And so overall it wasn't that bad, but I was still really disappointed in how it turned out. I was having a lot of technical issues as well. I don't think this computer is built to run Fallout New Vegas as well as stream it. I think it is more performance taxing than Minecraft or Terraria, like I'm playing right now. But so there was a lot of lag. The delay seems like something I'll just have to accept. I've been trying to get it down. I've lowered the bit rate. I've increased the bit rate. I've tried to figure out the perfect bit rate for the stream, but it's not something that's really impacting the delay, and I'm not sure what to do about it. I use low latency mode on Twitch. You know, I've manually input delay on OBS to be 1 second, but none of it's working. That problem is also just teaching me to remain engaging regardless. You know, I can't depend on the chat because it's kind of a really bad delay. So instead, like, I still do interact with chat and I respond to messages as soon as I see them. The delay is teaching me to remain engaging regardless of anyone chatting or regardless of whether or not anyone is seeing the stream, which is very valuable, I think. I would prefer if there was less delay. That's not a mimic. Even so, it still is helpful to me to be able to just talk about anything and not have to worry about whether or not I'm responding in a timely manner, because I do just talk about anything, you know, and I have that freedom, and I have been, like, you know, I guess learning to be able to just talk endlessly about anything, because usually I would just like think out loud, talk about the game, like very basic stuff. But moving on to Thursday, and I think the stream on Thursday went really well, and on that one I talked about like stuff I was going to watch on TV, the concert I just went to, some bands that I like but I'm kind of disappointed in, you know, just random stuff that was more than just, oh, there's a creeper here, I should probably not get blown up, you know. So I think the stream on Thursday went well. Somebody new showed up and then they left immediately, but that's fine. And I did take on the gargantuan task of editing down the VOD of that stream to turn it into a YouTube video. I haven't posted it yet because I'm scared it's going to get no views. So it's just sitting unlisted on my channel. So for Thursday, I learned from Tuesday and how awful that stream was and how disappointed I was in myself for that. And that's kind of what I needed. The stream on Tuesday was like really disappointing, and I was really just hard on myself for that. But it's also what I needed to realize that I can't expect everyone to show up. You know, I just have to focus on improving my skills and doing things that people would want to watch and making clips and saying funny stuff. Because I have been focusing on like trying to say something funny or incorporating some sort of narrative in my gameplay with what I'm doing, so that I have something to clip, so that I have something stupid to say, something funny to say, whatever. On the last stream I did, I just thought, what if I was evil? What if I was evil and I start doing stuff that someone evil would do? So I talked about melting the polar ice caps. I talked about how I was going to keep people in my dungeon, you know? just a bunch of like random sinister things that I thought it would be silly to talk about. I had a good time just like being cartoonishly evil for no reason, you know, and it's fun to put myself in a character and be able to just say stuff. It is sort of like I just start role playing. I mentioned that last stream how I am kind of just role playing. I'm putting myself in a character and I'm saying stupid things or being funny or whatever. I have been trying to technically improve it. I'm running out of things that I could technically improve. I have been watching streams like the day I stream, I'll go on Twitch and I'll see who's on the front page, or I'll click a random category and I'll watch some guy play Five Nights at Freddy's, you know? I watched a speed stream before my last stream and he was walking around like a king and I thought that was funny, but that doesn't matter. It's not related to anything. But yeah, I'll check out some other people's streams just to see what they're doing and see what I can learn from them. You know, I watched Dream Speedrun. I opened up the Five Nights at Freddy's category because I was curious how many people watch Five Nights at Freddy's, and I found some guy with 2 viewers, and I was really entertained. That guy was really cool. I think I should have followed him. I didn't follow him. I've been focusing more on creating content for other platforms as well. Like I said, I was making clips, but I also wanted to make a YouTube video. I wanted to make a YouTube video out of the Fallout New Vegas stream, even though it was awful and I was very disappointed in it, but the VOD was really messed up and that kind of made me sad. I've been focusing on creating content because I do want to try to improve my game. I've been posting clips on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and it's kind of funny to see how the different platforms react to the things I'm posting, because some of this stuff people are like, what is this? People on YouTube are very critical. People on Instagram kind of just don't care. And then people on TikTok, they also just don't care, but some people do. It's interesting to see how different platforms react to the stuff I'm doing. If you liked this video, please subscribe. Sludge Circus Live, that's my channel. I'll be posting that Minecraft video eventually because I'm gonna do another stream and then I'll edit that into another video. So I might as well just post it. You know, I don't know. Whatever. See you guys later.